What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. The algorithm boy don't want to show his face. Like always, when he caught up into something and don't know how to actually get himself up out of it. You know, when these things happening, they be behind the scenes, they be rehearsing, they be trying to come up with something to say to try to deflect and debunk what's being put out here. But this situation is entirely different because he did damage control to himself. This is everything he's saying out of his own mouth, that he also even admitted that, yes, that is me on the audio. So he admitted that that's definitely him on the audio. He's very familiar of some of the things he was saying. The only problem in him even admitting to that is, even though he's familiar with the things he was saying, he still don't know who he was talking to. So how you familiar with everything you were saying, but still don't know who you were talking to? Well, I'm here to shed some light on that situation. Because due to my investigation and looking into some things and putting 2 + 2 together, I found out who it is that actually recorded you. Sad thing about it, it's not just one person that's been recording you, partner. So let me make that clear. You haven't been just recorded by one person. There's a couple people who've been recording you, which is terrible for you. But I want to speak about one particular person as we listen to this audio stuff and everything that's going on. Now, you have 2 people that's in play on this that a lot of people don't know. But let me just open up some things. There is definitely the female involved. It's a female who been recording you, brother. You hurt this female. You hurt this female. You hurt a lot of people, so that don't help you in no type of way. Do it, because you a dirty dude. You been dirty to a lot of people. you didn't played a lot of people, so that don't help you at all. You still at square one. That didn't help you at all. But let me go into some things. When D.I. was asked on the Black Compass show, who was the person that recorded the conversation, D.I. slipped up and said he had to delete the BITCH's voice out. Then he had to catch himself so you wouldn't know who it was. When you're dealing with the nature of this whole situation, this is another reason how you knew it was a female. You knew it was a female because of how she went about doing things. Women deal and go off of emotions. Guys deal more so with logics. The woman was recording you. She didn't even want no money. She recorded you because she wanted to hurt you as a result of what you did to her. Pay attention to how it all go down. You spilling your guts talking to her, but don't even know she's still holding something against you as a result of what you did to her. She recording you to hurt you. You know what's crazy? I got a phone call out of nowhere from this person. And this dude called me and he was telling me, like, you need to speak to Jules. My ex co-host. You know, he like, you need to speak to Jules. Me and Jules had already spoke a couple times since then. People just don't really know this. But we had already spoke a couple times, but yet, you know, I let him do him. He let me do me. It is what it is. I don't have no ill feel against the brother in no type of way. But people figure because you don't see him on the show with me or I don't really bring him up or talk about him that there's some bad energy between us. It's not. And like I said, I never uh, 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 was mad and angry at anybody. There's a difference between being disappointed and being angry. I was disappointed in some things, but I was angry. But even still, I can forgive anybody, because again, I know God will want you to, you know. And I don't really know these brothers personally to hold some real animosity against anybody. But however, me and Jules had already spoke like twice since then. But I get a call from a guy, and the guy tells me, you need to call Jules. And he was speaking as though Jules was in a bad condition, the situation physically, which raised some concern in me. And I was kind of like uneasy in my spirit. So I say, yeah, let me call him. Let me call the brother. I asked the dude, what's his number? So the dude give me his number. I call him, and he didn't sound too good, but that was only because he was asleep. I woke him up out of his sleep. And I know when dealing with Jules, if anybody knows Jules, because of his condition, he wrestle and fight with sleep a lot. But just hearing what dude was saying, I felt some type of way because I didn't know what was going on. And anyway, so I asked him, is he okay? He tell me he cool. And as he tell me that, I just told him, well, when you get up, because I know how important your sleep is, when you get up, just hit me when you got things together. He hit me after he got himself together and woke up later. And we were just talking. We were touching on this situation and things like that. And I had already knew that a female was involved with the situation. But then Jules got to giving me his breakdown on it too. And he was like, yeah, it's definitely a female. And he got to breaking through how emotional women is and how women move. And you could just tell the play for play. And I'm like, yeah, that's real, bro. You know, Jules always been a guy who knowledgeable. That's one of the reasons that made me click with him when we was doing what we were doing, because I respected his understanding. Like he had logic, understanding, you know. So hearing his perspective on it, I was like, yeah, that's real. In fact, I'm still in that. Yeah. Payback. Witness me strapped with Mac. Knew I wouldn't play that. Anyway. Yeah, but if you pay attention to this whole layout, this was a layout that was done due to a female was behind his actions. Because see, a guy would have been recording him, already had it in mind. Oh yeah, I'm about to sell this. I'm about to sell this. That wasn't what he was being recorded for. The person who was recording him was recording him to hurt him. That person wasn't recording him to get no money off him. Or they would have sold it to people. They would have sold it to the people. They would have reached out if it was a guy. They would have done that. That wasn't even the case. Notice the person gave it to somebody who he was into it with. Ain't that how women be moving? Ain't that how women be moving? Or why you see at times how women are sleep with somebody you know or somebody you hate? Because when you on that, when a woman fed up, no matter how you go about, it ain't nothing you can do about it. It's like running out of love. And it's too late to talk about it. Na, 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 na. Yeah. It's 3 women you mess with, brother. They got it out for you. 2 of them your ex, and 1 of them is a business associate. We gonna break this down. I shouldn't help you at all. Now that I think about it, I shouldn't even help you. Because you talk too much. And you a liar. And you getting back what you put out. You getting back what you put out. That's all this coming down on you, brother. You getting back what you put out. You lied on people. You lied on people's names. And now guess what? Here's the difference. You lied on people, but the truth coming out about you. Ain't that crazy? You told the lies on people, but the truth came out on you. See how that worked? Yeah. D.I. ain't do nothing wrong. Because that girl was going to get that tape to anybody he didn't like anyway. Anybody he didn't like anyway. Hell. It was a couple missed calls on my phone around that time. I didn't recognize the numbers. Now I see. Yeah, that definitely was going to happen. She wanted to hurt him. That was the whole purpose of the phone call. He can't even recognize the bread trail he laid down to hurt. How it come right back to his door. He couldn't even recognize that. Not at all. So what ends up happening? She records him. While he trying to make himself look big in her eyes. All you gotta do is pay attention to the conversation. Notice how he trying to make himself look big in her eyes. And notice at the same time, he trying to underplay him and Remy's situation to the female. You see that? Pay attention to the audio. Pay attention to the conversation. Some people gonna say, was it due? No, it ain't due. Hold on a second. Look at my uncle. Yeah, hello. Okay, that's cool. It don't matter. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Man. Trying to hold the whole conversation. Don't you hate when you trying to get off? You like, okay, they daddy trying to talk. Yeah. Oh. And okay. All right. Oh. Man, bro. Okay. Damn, text it to me. I'm glad my uncle don't really watch me. Anyway, yeah, brother. She like that easy. You see how easy that was to do? But some people saying it was due. No, not her. See, because that's still new to her. Dude don't want to really hear that like that. Plus, dude banned from all Chrome events. She been banned for a minute. Dude ain't too happy with what's going on when she see that she not reaping the benefits off of what he got going on now when she the one been taking care of him all through his career before the Remy situation. Remember, she put that out there and let that be known, like, I'm the one that was looking out. I'm the one who was helping you and doing all these things like that when you really didn't have much. Now you getting a little something and you forgot about me. See, women don't like that neither. Women don't like that neither. As much as I would love that to been her, to some degree, because see, here's another thing. You know what? I get it. I get dude don't want to be tacky. To that extent, She tacky in other ways, but I can get to that extent. Okay, I get it. You don't want to be vocally tacky. Do just behind the scenes tacky. Oh yeah. And for what I heard, they said it's good. They said it's good. Real good. That's why he was crazy about it. See, he fall in love easy. Y'all didn't know that? He fall in love easy, and he very violent because he possessive. He didn't like her wearing such certain things. And if she around some guys, he never leave her side. He hold her hand real tight so everybody can know they together. He say little threatening things to her in public so that people won't approach her because she with a guy who might do something to her after they leave. Yeah. So he very possessive and overprotective. But what about your other ex, Easy? What about your other ex? Who you think you cool with? Who you think you cool with? What about her? Who you feel y'all have a rapport, and even though things didn't work out between y'all, you can throw her a crumb every now and then just so that she know I got your back. And you try to hold her close because you still want to dibble and dab a little bit. What about her? How she feel about this situation? I'm going to leave that there. What about your business partner, Easy? What about her? The one who tend to don't like the fact that Remy then took over things now. Who don't like the fact that Remy now lords over you and don't really like the fact that she been handling business for you because she want total control now. What about her? How is that relationship going? The one you put on blast to actually take the fall for you when you told her to reach out to Tasha K and Vlad TV to pitch the interview. How about that? Was she covering and protecting herself? Because it's obvious she didn't want no money. Do you know the real reason behind why she may have done it? Do you know? Do you know why she may have done it? That's your publicist, right? You made the announcement. Y'all haven't really did business in a couple years, even though we see on the trenches flyers actually promoting and pushing it behind the scenes. So that was a lie to the community. But what's going on behind the scenes when she used to be top chick till Remy came on the picture and now put her actually on the back burner? What's happening now? What's happening with that? You think she was happy about that? You think she was happy about that? But you telling it all because of what? You want her to know everything going out so that she can tell you how to move in that situation without you understanding the bridges you then burnt between her and how she know things will never be the same between y'all as a result of Remy now being with you. What's that like, Easy? Who you gonna go with on this situation, Easy? Which one was it? Easy. That's why he didn't know, y'all. You know why he didn't know who it was that was recording him? Because he told them both. He was telling them both. Not only was he telling them, he told a couple of the homies too. The same exact things. But let me tell you something that was crazy about it. Again, the guys move with logics. The women move with emotions. That's how D.I. got the tapes. The woman was trying to hurt him. They want to see his hurt. They didn't want no money. They wanted to see his hurt. That's why she did it. She did it to hurt him because he crossed her. Which one did he cross? See, that's what he's stuck with. I'm going to put him right back at ground zero. I'm going to put him right back at ground zero because he crossed them both and he told them both. That's why he wanted the initial from D.I. Just give me the letter. I know it could be between such and such. D.I., give me the letter, though. That's where it all fall apart at. That's where it all fall apart at with him. This was an emotional attack against him to hurt him back for what he did to them. He just don't know which one it was. I do. I'm going to try to set up she ain't going to do no interview. I was just going to say, I'm going to try to set up an interview with her and actually pay her for the interview. I'll pay her for the interview. Should I try to do that, y'all? For real though, should I try? I'll pay her $1,000 for the interview. That's a lot. I probably ain't got to pay her that much. I'm gonna look into it. What's in those streets for you? Leave me waiting on you. What's in those streets for you?